don't know. I was looking. I set up the time for 2 o'clock, and then I saw on that it's I don't know YouTube. So obviously I didn't go to work today, so I'm here, um, and we're gonna play around with doing some painting. But like like all the other times, huh? My camera seems a little blurry. Does it seem blurry? No, maybe it's just me. I'm blurry. um, so again, hi. I didn't go to work. They gave us an option of a delayed start instead of starting at 4 a.m. I could have started at 9. I already had my mind set up. I was staying home. Besides, you guys in live stream is more important than work, right? So I figure I'd just stay home and we'll, like we said, like I said yesterday, we've got painting to do. So I want to do that. And I got in here early this morning and was working on this. So I'll bring this into our circle here pretty soon. But let's see what we got going on here. We got a few of us here. Well, there's 5 of us watching so far, so small group. But yeah, we squeaked by with just a trace of snow. It's kind of funny. But yeah, but it's cold. It's still damn cold. So let me what the hell is okay. So having issues with the tablet. Let's see here, bring this all the way up. So, like I said in the description, go ahead and get some painting done. Last night I climbed up on the table and I got everything joint compound. Got joint compound down on the foam, so that's all set. But this morning, was out here early. What, 4? I was out here at 4 a.m. So I went ahead and started dinking around with this building. And what I've got done is went ahead and let's see here. Best way is probably to pick up the camera. Yeah, I'll pick up the camera. So let's see here. All right, let's switch this around. Hit it twice. There we go. So I was able to get pretty much doors in, windows in. Got that all done. Had to pretty much build my window frames and stuff from scratch out of balsa. And the doors there. Had to build all those. But yeah, it's starting to look a little better. And the cool thing is that these windows down here were just that screening. And so I took liberty down below and put it down there as well. And I have all the plexi in on the back side. I actually did it there too. But I got all the plexi in on the back side, so everything's got glass in it. The only other thing I need to do is glaze the windows on the back side, so kind of make them opaque, because I'm not going to go ahead and put an interior in this, but I don't want, want to be able to see directly into it. So I'm going to kind of glaze the windows, and that way they're kind of blurry so you can't see inside. And then I'll probably end up putting some drapes in those windows as well. But No, it turned out pretty cool. So got all that in there. Got my door handles and door locks. And yeah, starting to look like something. So that's a good thing. So now we've got that. Now we need to get over there. So let me get my stuff together here. It's the first time I've sat down and had a cup of coffee for a few hours, so tastes good. All right, so we've got a lot of painting to do. Get the tripod. I need to make a path because I've been obviously dinking around this morning. So let me make a path so I can walk up on top of the table and and then I'll go ahead and take you guys up there, get you set up, and then I'll start grabbing some paints and we'll figure this out. So first off, let me get you loaded in on this first. So here, we'll turn you around again. There we go. Oh. All right. Now we got something. Now I'll probably leave it like that. I gotta bring you guys down. Bring it down again. Bring it down again. Okay. So there's that. There's this. Okay. Get my chair positioned so I can climb up here. All right. Here we go. So you can see how all the joint compounds on there. So it's amazing by making everything covered by joint compound how much better it looks just by doing that. But let's see here. We go grab some paint so we can get in trouble. That, this, start out with that. I need this, I need that, water, okay. There's that stuff. What else am I going to do? Yeah, where's my water? Uh-oh. She stole my water. There's water. Bigger brush. There's that. That. All right, I'm back. Got my water. Got that. Got that. And we got a lot of paint. So a lot of times the way I like to do this is I like to do my rock faces first. The reason why I like to do rock first is because it's a lighter color. And your ground cover, your brown, will cover the wash process with the rock real easy. So if you start with your ground cover and then you try to go in with your rock, you're not going to be able to cover the ground cover. It's going to bleed through. It's just the grays just are not strong enough to cover up that brown. So hence we start with our rocks. Now, some of this I did not coat. And I'll show you guys what I mean by that. I've got, let's see here. What can you see? What can't you see? All right, so down in this corner through here, I didn't coat down at the bottom because I'm still kind of debating exactly how I'm going to do this. I've got a curb that I have to put in, some curbing, like a concrete type of curb. So I'm kind of trying to figure out inside my head how I'm going to go about to create that. I can create it in a bunch of different ways, but it's got to be strong enough and chip resistant enough that if a car slides out into it, I just, I don't want it crumbling. So it's kind of a thought process I have going through. So I didn't go ahead and coat down below here. Besides that, when we come over here with the building, I explained that I need to bring up some soil to come down through here. So need to do the rocks in here, the brick wall, the brick over there beside the portal, and then obviously all the rock that's all the way around it, and then come in and do the groundwork. So it'll take a little bit, but it should go fairly fast. Hope it'll go fairly fast. But let's see here. So I'll take off my coat. Here. Oh, let me get repositioned. All right. So we're going to start over here in the corner. I'm going to start here, work my way up. This area obviously is going to have to be blended into whatever scenery I'm going to have down below. But I can go ahead and at least do the rock faces, probably do the groundwork up to, not all the way down, just, somewhat up to it. I got foam everywhere. All down inside the trap too. That's going to be fun to clean out. So let's figure out how we're going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and do the wet system. So those of you guys that have followed me for a bit, you've probably seen this. There's my wah-wah. I wonder what this, see what this gray looks like right now. It looks like it might be, it's kind of dark. Oh, that should work though. And then I got my sienna. Okay. So wet system is I'm going to go ahead and wet my area first so I can get paint to kind of do its wash technique. It's like I missed a spot. I got some raw foam sitting there. So what this will do is it'll help my wash as far as travel around and disperse. So let's see, let's start out up here. We'll just start hitting it. See the areas where the water is, it's going to really kind of take off. I get back in there. Okay. Should have grabbed a rag. I didn't grab a rag. You can see how it's a little bit heavier gray up there. It's lighter down below, and that's because I have water on the surface. Kind of doing a blend of different stuff because I have a certain style of rock that's right above this, but I kind of need to blend it into a little bit more of a stone, a grayish stone over there. So now that I've got it that point, I'm going to come back over here. Okay, now that I've got that, I'm going to come in with some burnt sienna. Bring in some of this color. Some veins of it. Let's go ahead and hit it up here. If it starts to get a little bit dry, not exactly the way that you want it, go ahead and take this brush. I'll hit it lightly just to bleed it out. There we go. Now I just kind of keep on moving on down through, and we'll let that just kind of do its thing. We'll just keep on moving through, and as it dries, by the time we probably get up into here, because I'm going to come across, and we'll jump up. I'll flash back over to here if you can't. Oh, it looks like you'll be able to see it. But kind of keep your eye on that. You'll notice how this is going to kind of start dying down. Those colors are gonna soften. So let's see here. Again, come in. Just kind of hitting water in certain areas. this. Kind of cool the way it all starts to come together. Start hitting it with color, and it's like, dang, that looks cool. Let's get rid of that. And it goes fast. When you notice when you're doing a wash, it just, gravity and stuff just helps you. It's not like you're trying to use straight pigment to paint, and which is a real pain in the butt when you're doing rocks, because there's so many little nooks and crannies, and if you're using straight paint, it's a pain to try to get it all inside every little nook and cranny. But with the wash process, you just add the brush and let gravity take it away. Okay. I gotta get, because there's kind of some cubbies here. Some pockets. One there. One there. Yeah, the curbing down here, I might actually build, was thinking about it, this area down below, I might actually do it with auto body filler. And that would work. I got tons of years using auto body filler, so you pretty much shape that into whatever I want. And on this, I want a little bit stronger rock. I don't want it, I want that washed out look. So I'm gonna put some here, and I better stop and go in with my sienna before it's too late. Let's get this. I want a little bit in there. Get too carried away. Having so much fun. Okay. Now, let's come in with our sienna. And this will create those, will help with the veins of rock. Give it a little bit more character. There we go. Bring that up in here. Just let gravity take it. Kind of a booger there. Let's get rid of that booger. Now it's got raw stuff in there. Let's do that. That got pretty potent. Now I'll come back over the top with gray. That'll tone that down. Okay. That was some of this. There we go. Okay, now I got some rocks up on top. Some little stone working here. Actually, that's right next to that. This one, get that out of there. Okay. Just get this, and then we'll come back in with that sienna. Okay, there's that. Got some rocks that are here. Is that loose? That's loose. That one's there. That one's there. Okay. Got to get this to blend into this existing rock. There we go. That looks better already. That one's loose. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to come up over here, and then this area is kind of a combination of a dirt hill and rock, so I'm going to have to take a look at that. Should have probably done the top of this first. Oh well. Not thinking. Let's get some water down. I'll just have to control the my gray. this way. Also, with a wash process, it's a lot easier to blend it into existing scenery. It's almost like blending, you know, when you're spraying paint and you're blending out into an adjacent panel on a car or something like that. It's the same concept in a way. You're just using water as the medium to help break up the pigment, to tone it down. There we go. Okay. Oh, so we got that. Have to add some water in that. There we go. Want to tone this down just a little bit. There, that's better. Come in this. The gray looks too heavy as far as too dark. Hit it with some straight water and it'll dilute it out. You can actually tint your gray by doing it that way so it matches. What I'm trying to do is match this gray with what I have in here as far as color match goes, so it doesn't look too off. How's it look on screen? Let's see here. Yeah, looks pretty good. Put that up there. All right. Now we got that. Oh, and then this will be a combination of dirt and grass. Now I got to climb this wall. Actually, I should probably go down the wall. Let's see what we got here. Got some stuff up here. That could be some stones. Those look like stones. That's definitely stones. Right there. Okay. That looks like a rock face. It's definitely a rock face. There. Okay. Talking to myself. Let's do that. Those brushes kind of had it. Oh, darn it. That one's loose. I'm going to have to come in here and mix some rocks. We can do that later. Well, we'll see. We'll see what it looks like. These little areas will be areas of exposed rock on this embankment. Kind of wondering why I'm making little spots. That's why. That. This. Might have to come in a little bit of water, dilute it a little bit. Maybe. See what happens. Darn it, that one would have been a cool rock right there. Okay. Okay, now try to figure out the look that I want. Like I said, I'm trying to get it to go from one style of rock, kind of darken it a little bit as I come across. Blend it just lightly. So Okay, so how's that? Let's see here. See if we give you guys a different angle if you can see it better. It's always weird to me how camera picks up different colors than the naked eye. But that's what we got. So I'm kind of slowly blending in. It's weird because on camera this looks so much different than that. But when you're looking at it here, it matches, actually matches pretty good. So kind of weird how that works. It probably has to do also with it being wet, but we'll keep an eye on that. If anything, next week when I'm back, we can, no, I'll show you guys what it looks like, right? Okay, so we got it to there. I still have this to do, but since we have our rock stuff going on, let's just breeze through the rest of this rock right here. And we'll position you over here. Haven't had to mix up any more gray. Shoot, if anything, I'll need some more sienna. If I want to come in. Let me see something here. See if I want to do that yet or not. Yep, I am. Okay, I lied. We're still back over here. I'm going to go ahead and hit this with a little bit of black wash. And I'm just going to hit some of these areas. I'm uncovering loose stuff. What I'm doing here is I'm just kind of working some of the crack areas with this black wash. It'll help as far as giving areas more depth. It'll help with the coloring too. Just distorting color. A lot of times with the black wash, your pigments in your paint, they'll drop to the bottom, okay? So in your cup, up on top is going to be lighter, and if you go all the way down to the bottom, it's going to be more concentrate. So keeping that in mind, if you wanted something kind of mild, you can come up on the top of your container. So it's not nearly as powerful. Some of these veins, I want to just kind of work with it, get a little bit more shadow, a little bit more depth. finish this off with a white dry brush. It'll make everything pop. There we go. Notice I'm not hitting this everywhere, but I am blending it out. So I'll hit an area with it, and then I'll kind of feather the wash out, so it doesn't stain it. It doesn't have like a hard stain to it. I'll actually bring this back over the existing. Just kind of tie some stuff in. I need a little bit of water to blend that. There we go. Here. Some of this. Just give it a little. Not much. Cool. So there's that. Now, actually, I'm going to hit a little bit of sienna down in here. Okay. And now we'll move this way. Coffee's getting cold. All right. Okay. Should probably move my tablet, huh? I'll be giving it a splash paint job if I don't watch out. Okay, and I've got that. Okay, so I'm gonna have to let's stop before I get too far ahead of myself. So I got some low tack tape. And we are going to protect the portal. I'm going to do it that way. Take make an umbrella. There we go. And we'll actually move that up there. Okay, so back to a little bit more water in some spots. And then come in with gray. Should probably get a bigger brush to do this. In fact, I will be right back. Okay. There we go. Now we're playing with both sides of the brain. Okay. I'll come in with more water. And I'll work this around. This will help the gray get more of an uneven look to it as well. Chipping stuff off. Okay. I'll come in with a little sienna. Just to give a little bit of contrast. A little bit more. There we go. I like that. this one right here. All right, that's sienna. Water. I look on the back side of this too, make sure I'm not missing any areas that need some rocks done. Knocking stuff off. Yahoo, painting rock. We got rock on the back side of this too in certain areas, so that's what I'm doing over here right now. Just gotta hit that. Okay, now come in this sienna, blend it out. Really wild to see how the water takes the pigment of the paint and just kind of moves it around. It's really cool. this area right there. Okay. It's getting there. Oh, that's some strong black. All right, that looks good. Now that. Let's see here. What if I put you guys? If I go up here, give you a better. Just trying to maneuver this thing. Okay, I need to open tripod. Go this way. Raises the legs. How's that work? Yeah, we'll give that a whirl. Where was I? Water. Where was that? Water. So put some water down. Okay, there's that. Now, oh, my back. see here, let's go down the spear. It's fun trying to paint around corners and upside down. Think to yourself, why the hell did I make something like that? It's a pain in the ass to paint. Okay, so there's that. Get in here. A lot of times I find out if I just move fast, that way I don't fall in love with a certain area, you know. What I mean by that is I start spending too much time on a certain area. A lot of times, just by going through the motions, letting the paint in the water do its thing for you, works out better than when you sit there and try to manipulate it and go, oh, I want it this way. So there's that. Let's play with this water in here. What I do is take a little bit of water, hitting the tops of some of the stones, so it changes the color just a little bit. Lightens up the gray. Helps give a little bit more depth. Okay, how's that looking? Good. Yeah. A little bit of white spots I'm not worried about, because when you come in with the white dry brush, all that stuff will just, it'll just kind of go away. It'll wash right into it. You won't even notice it anymore. It's It's amazing how it stands out though. It's all wet. Black wash, run over some of these areas with some of this cool texture. Go. Oh, I just have this little bit to do now, and then we can do the ground color. Well, we can do the brickwork, I guess. I guess we could do the brickwork. A lot of this stuff, I don't know. I mean, never, not going to see too much of this stuff, but oh well. Gotta make it all look pretty. And now I'm out of camera angle again. At least I'm paying attention to that. Or trying to, at least. See here. Okay. That's better. Okay, so I'm only going to come down to here. This area, I don't know. You can see how, I don't know if you can see, yeah, right under the foot of the camera, you'll see some pink polystyrene down there. Right there. That's, I'm trying to figure out that building down in here. And that's dug out on the one side because it kind of kicks out into there. So we're only going to take this scenery down into here right now. Because that area, I gotta figure it all out. Let's see here. What have I? Okay, I think, yeah, you guys can see that. All right. And a bunch of loose foam. Yeah, this is actually raw foam right there. So we'll only do that little area. Let me get this out of my way so I don't spill it. Okay. use gravity help us. Yeah, because this ground down here, I'm gonna have to get some more spray foam, I think. Kind of do kind of a precision squirt down in there once I figure out this building exactly where it's going to be placed. And then what I'll have to do is place some masking tape down and then spray some of the spray foam back in here, because I need to build this up a little bit, not high, just, you know, about like that, and then I can berm it down into. That's what I'm thinking. At the present time, that's what I'm thinking. That could change. Okay. There's that. Let's get this gray away from me. Let's play with our sienna. Oh, what the heck? Let's use two brushes since that other one wants to come with so bad. All right, now, where's my water? There it is. Blend some of this out. Okay. That. I'm just kind of working some of the sharp edges. Getting some water on this. We'll wash it out a little bit. Okay. Hit it with some more sienna. Some strong stuff. Utilize that way. I'll come in with some black. Just kind of bring it in, let gravity work for you, and just kind of manipulate it a little bit. Layout's gonna have to dry out. There's a lot of water down in here. There we go. Okay, I think my rocks are done. I know my back is done. Let's pull this back. And that worked. Yep, that worked. I got the bricks over here. You know, those bricks you can hardly see. Let me move this, you guys. But before I do that, actually, let me bring it down first. Okay. Then what we'll do is I need to stretch my legs. Oh, God's sake. Okay. So let's move back a little bit. You can take a look at it. So rocks are pretty much painted at this point. That changes quite a bit. We got the blending there. It's still wet, so it's still coming across darker on film or on camera. And then we got kind of a slow blend coming in and out. And then as everything dries, it'll lighten up. So it seems real dark right now, but it'll dry out. You can see the backside in there. That's what I was doing back around the edge. There's some rocks on the backside of it. But now we have I've got these to take care of. And we got this and this concrete wall. This we can barely see. So I'm just going to hit it. We'll just do it a little bit different. Same, especially when you hit that up there. those are rocks. So let's try to blend this. And if you get down at the bottom of your cup, you can get stronger pigment. And since this is going to have soil on the top portion of this, we'll make these rocks look a little bit more soiled than others. A little bit up here like it's splashed. Okay, now just gonna hit it with water just so I can blend it. There we go. Okay, now where'd I put the gray? There's the gray. We got gray in here. I have to repaint this surface. Oh wow. Figured I was going to have to anyway. And got some chips there. There we go. Still need to dry brush the portal too, so we'll do that when we do everything else as far as all the dry brushing on the rock and whatnot. Okay. So now we got that. Now let's come in. We'll hit just a few of these just to kind of blend it. Okay. Kind of hit some of these blocks sporadically to kind of match what we got going on there. A little bit harder since I'm doing it vertical instead of laying down, so I've got gravity's working against me on this. Just thank goodness it's in a different spot. So we got that. Now, okay, there's the detail brush. What I'm doing is hitting the lines of the bricks. Wish I could get you guys down here closer to see it, but the tripod's already bottomed out. I used to have one of those little tiny tripods, but I broke it. So, gotta get another one of those. But as I'm doing, as I come across the seams of the bricks, it's allowing the black wash to go ahead and just creep into the low spots in the seams. I forget what they call that. That'll work. It's working. Kind of help it in some of those. That building will go right here on the edge. Whoops. That was a little darker than I wanted it. I guess it'll have a dark spot. Okay. That works. I don't know if you guys can see that. If I put it in like this, a little bit better. And then once it dries, it'll lighten up to the way the portal looks. Oh, crap. Now we've got this. And I need to get some more burnt sienna. That's for sure. I need that. I'm thinking. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I don't know. I'll tell you my thoughts. So I've got concrete wall here. We'll say this is down, and then it's going to need to carry over onto the building. And then so I got to do that, burn it in. Should go through here and clean these up a little bit. Yeah, we're going to wait on this one. We're going to wait on that. I don't want to rush this. In some of these, let's show you. Kind of like, if you get down in here, you'll see where the joint compound kind of filled all the way through. What I need to do is come in and open these up a little bit. So I need to go through and kind of work this a little bit and manipulate, just kind of clean it up. I mean, I could do it right now. It'd probably look fine. But some of this stuff, it just needs a little bit more love. So, and it's no big deal. It's separate enough and everything that I can come back and play with this at a later date and still get all this other stuff done. So That's what we're going to do. We're going to wait on that, wait on this. Probably wait on this until I figure out this scenery, the turn, and this, and that building. The building's almost ready to go in, so let me go get some brown in a separate container. And let me get these out of here before I kick them over. Okay, and I will be right back, guys. Oh. Okay, where's that? Okay, that's that. With the brown. What kind of brown did I use? Raw umber. I guess I could use raw umber. So let's burnt umber. Use burnt umber. Popcorn brown. I thought I had a big burnt umber. That way. We got that now. I got water. I need a brush. Brushes. I need brush. Brush. Where's my brush? There it is. Okay. There's that. Let me get something like that. Okay. Oh, eyes are back. All right, so got a combination of two different browns here. Let's see what we can come up with. We got a burnt umber and what's this? It's a cocoa bean. Come up with some real funny names for colors. Okay. This kind of has a reddish to it. And we're going to do kind of a wash technique. But we want it to cover. So we don't want it too thin. See what kind of brown we got. It's a pretty muddy brown. I think that'll work. Where's... Oh, okay, good. I still have mine. Okay. Let me just get this. Get this down first. So we got these areas we did rocks, right? So bring this around. fine detail brush. You can get down inside. You gotta remember too, these are just base colors that we're putting down. We still got static grass to do. Probably gonna come in and do a little bit more shading on certain things. When you're doing rock work or groundwork, let's see here. There we go. It's always kind of this little detail work. It's like, ugh. And to think a majority of this is going to be covered up with static grass. But it's all these little fine details that really make your scenery come alive. We got this little pocket. We'll get some dirt in that. And then all these little rocks and stuff, they'll get dry brushed as well. So you see these little areas that the white that's in there on the rocks. That's all going to be blended in once you hit it with a white dry brush. Main concern is to get this soil color into everything. So we get it like that. Keep on moving around. Just like so. We got to come in with different flocks, sands, some ground up leaves. So don't have to get too carried away with your ground color right now. I'm gonna have to blend this color. I can see that. I need this to be lighter. A little bit more water in it. Okay. And up here. Okay, let me get around. Let me get this up in this area and then. Oh. Keep on going. I have to utilize some. A little bit of water up in here so I can dissipate this color. I should have done, I didn't think of it. So I should have watched my video when I mixed my color for this mountain, for the ground. This is quite a bit different. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little bit of, some water so I can dilute this color down. Let's see. See what I can do with that. Actually, let me use this in here. Should work. Actually, it doesn't look bad. Yeah, the water's kind of washing it out a little bit, so I'm able to blend it. It's really turning out more red than I thought it was going to, actually. Oh well. fails. I don't know. I might stop. Unless, okay. I'm going to add a lot more water to this. See what happens. Trying to blend this color out, but I don't know. It's in the wrong hue. It needs more of a beige to it. So I actually am going to stop because this color isn't going to work. I need something that's a little bit more sandy. I need to lighten it up and change the hue a little bit more. In here, this is close. This is close. Unless, okay. Let's try something. I need to wash it. It needs to... Let me start playing with color here. It's getting close. What's this like? Need some more. Gotta wash it out. Now that area down in there also has sand, so I can use the beach sand I have. But I gotta get the base color down further. Still got that reddish tinge. Let's see here. Try this. Problem is, I don't know what that's going to look like when it dries. close. It's a lot of work to mess up with the wrong color. So, okay, I'm gonna pull the plug. I gotta figure out base color on this thing, which means I need to go back into my own library and find out what the hell I did as far as mixing up this base color. Yeah, I'm close. It's close. Very close. It's just like a touch. It's a touch too red, so I would need to add green, something green tone. Green will kill red. So that's what I'll have to do, guys. Damn it. But hey, at least we painted rocks. Ugh. Yeah, that's just too red. that looks too much like Texas soil. Like red or Georgia or, you know, the red clay. And I need to get it more to kind of a sandy style. You can see up in there. It's close, but I'm not quite there. This right here on top of that is there's a little bit of beach sand in that. Yeah, Oklahoma, right, Joe? So what I'll need to do is I've got to go into my mountain video and find out what the hell I did as far as mixing up that color. If I look at the, hopefully I'm sure I showed that. I know I didn't show the mixing ratio, just the colors that I used to put together to make it. And as long as I have that, then I know I can mix it up. So, yeah, we'll do that. So let me go ahead and move some of this stuff real quick. Ew. Gotta get up again. Let me move this over here. And I'll move this off of here. And I promise I'll come back and get you guys. Okay, there's that. There's tablet. There's this. Oh, man. Oh, grab my Mickey Magic wasn't with me today. It was with the rocks. The rocks look good. It's just that soil. Once I get that figured out, I'll be able to finish that off. But yeah, we'll get that finished off. And what we can do actually is I can figure out the color. I can paint. Yeah, I can do that. I can paint the base out, and we can go ahead and still do the dry brush because I can force dry. Yeah, I can force dry the ground color with my heat gun. We can do that, so we'll be good. We'll be good, I tell you. All right. So let me turn double high. Am I going loose or tighten or something? So, so there we go. We got it that far. So what we did? What we do? 5. Did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, 5 live streams this week. That's a record. I've never done that before. Put a dent in things. Yep. 3D printer in the background. I gotta fire it back up. In fact, I need to get it fired up so I can finish that video that I was making with that old garage with the plaster Paris walls and stuff. I need to get the printer printing so I can finish up the stuff on the inside. I need to make some toolboxes, some jacks, some, different things that can fill that space. So I need to get off my ass and do that so we can finish up that video, because it's so close. It's so close. It's one video away from completion, and I just need to sit in front of the computer and find some STL files to print that stuff out. So, yeah, get some tools that look like they're from like the 1970s older type of thing. So, yes, get that done. But otherwise, I think that's it. At least now I'm not staring at a sea of pink styrene or white. I'll show you what I'm staring at. The view is a lot better than it was before. So, oh, come on. So there we go. Looks pretty good. You can see what I mean by the portal. Okay, I still need to fix, or I need to hook up the lights in that thing. But I sit down here at the end of the layout, right? So right down here at the end of the layout, and I stare right down the middle of that tunnel. So if that tunnel if it went straight, straight, I'd see it. So that's why I put that turn in it. So then I'm looking at a rock wall in the inside. But no, it looks a lot better than a pile of white foam, that's for sure. So there we go. So did you guys like this as far as doing these live streams this week? Tell me what you think. Is that Scott, am I still doing HO layout? Yeah, I'm still doing the HO layout. It's, I've explained it a couple times. It's stuck. It's stuck in the garage up on the ceiling. I put up pulleys for it, and I winched it up there. As it went up, the cable slipped off. I think it was 2 pulleys did it. They slipped off and it got jammed. So that happened. And then I pretty much just kind of said, I'll screw it. And I concentrated on deception. And I was planning on getting back on the HO. And what do? I fall off a ladder. So that was, well, that was a year ago, uh, the day after Thanksgiving. So that was like a year. So now that I've got mobility back where I could, press this thing up and do it. Uh, yeah, because someone else was asking me about the HO layout today on YouTube. They left me a comment about it, so I need to get back on it. But I'm probably end up going to do is I'm going to end up building a whole new table for it because I don't need to build the table that light anymore. Um, why the table was built or the platform was built that way was because originally, remember in Washington, I had deception on the power winch, right? It went up and down. That layout I actually sandwiched on the underside of it. So it had pulleys on the underside of deception that would come down. So that was the reason why that was built as light it was, because my pulley system and everything else not only was supporting deception, but it was going to be supporting that too. So I don't have to worry about that anymore. So what I'm thinking is just taking that thing down, reconstructing a whole entire table for it, and do it right. You know, don't not doing it half-assed. Do it right. Make a nice table. It isn't gonna flex or anything like that, and just do the damn thing right. So yeah, but that's a long answer to your question. But yes, I do plan on working on that again. Uh, okay, so I think um, I think you guys answered my question. So you like the live streams that we're doing, stuff like that. Obviously, the more I do them, the better I'll get at them. Um, and it's kind of cool, as far as uh, doing these different projects on the layout instead of me, trying to do the video type of thing, because there's no way I can put every little single thing into a video. I try to pack as much as I can, but even so, I mean, I got some long videos, man. So this works out pretty good, I think. No editing needed. Yes. Editing takes a while. So yeah, I mean, I have that. There's a lot of stuff that I've done with this hobby and stuff like that I have not done videos on. Scratch building cars for one. I totally stayed out of the spotlight with that, but we could even, I could even do something like that. Take a break from doing scenery and put together a scratch build that way. So, yeah, a lot of different things, tons of things. So, um, so what we'll do is obviously I got to go back to jail tomorrow for work for the next 2 days, and then they don't have any OT going on, so I'll be home Monday. I'll be home Monday, and then what we can do is as long as the wife doesn't have any secret plans for me, um, can go ahead and put up another live stream. And then what I'll do in the meantime is I will figure out what I did as far as mixing up that color. I'll figure out that damn color, and then we can finish out painting out the ground cover, and then we can dry brush all that stuff. Yeah, and then, you know, who knows, maybe I'll just go ahead and start cranking out some live streams next week, and we'll just see what happens. I mean, we got this building, you know, up to this point here. I still, like I said, I still need to glaze the windows so that there's no need to do an interior on it. I still got to do the roof, which is the cardboard tiles that I do. And yeah, because this has got to be pretty much finished up before I can finish the scenery in that corner. So I'm thinking, so yeah, we'll do that. Next video will be, we'll finish up painting the ground, we'll dry brush all the rock, and then we'll just see how much more trouble we can get in during the week. So I think that'll work. Alrighty, so we got Dougie here. Hey Doug, how are you? But with that, I think we need to go ahead and wrap it up. Yep. We should wrap it up. I think what we're at. Holy crap. I didn't think I was that long. Well, 2 hours, 15, 17 minutes. Okay. Oh well. Shit happens. Okay. That's normal. I'm always going long. So, we'll go ahead and I will post up live stream for Monday. We'll plan on Monday unless something lets you guys know. Okay, get rid of that spam. All right, so we'll do that. I will see y'all later, and you guys have a great weekend. I'll be thinking about you when I'm at work. And I'll see y'all on Monday. All right? Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. See you later. Bye. Okay, I gotta turn this off.